Welcome back to another who's going to dethrone every WWE champion video on the main roster, and yes, on the main roster because usually I used to do the NXT side, and then I recently just stopped doing the NXT side because I don't watch NXT, and I really can't watch NXT if I wanted to do that. But anyway, we're gonna do that, and it's me versus Santi, like always. And yeah, that's really it. And so, without further ado, let's just get started. So, starting off with the women's tag team championships, which is being held by Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. And in my last video, I thought it would be Rhea and Io teaming up together, like last time, and dethroning them. But right now, the injury, like Santi Zap said, with both of them being out, it is going to be we're going to have to pivot. And I was thinking of this before Santi Zap put out this video, and it is the Kabuki Warriors. And here's what Santi Zap was saying. He's saying that it could be the Kabuki Warriors, and then they can come back, and then that's when Rhea and Io can come back. But right now, I'm just gonna say the Kabuki Warriors. But anyway, let's go to the next champion, which is the Raw Tag Team Champions, which was being held by JD and Finn from the Judgment Day in my last video. And I really thought they were going to lose it to the Bronze or the Usos. So it was a debate between the Usos or the Bronze. But I think when was this? Like last week? No, it wasn't last week. Yeah, around last week or something. This happened. AJ Styles and Dragon Lee, which is being the tag team of AJ Lee. But right now, I don't know who's gonna dethrone these guys, and here's what Santi Zap said, and I'm only sticking with this because I really don't know. It will be the New Day, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. I'll believe it, but however, it's really hard for me to put them in that picture because of how bad they're being booked, and like I feel like their heel factor is already gone, and really they just need to do better. And now let's go to the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, so the WWE Tag Team Championships, which is being held by the Wyatt Six. And then in my last video, I thought it would be Fraxium. And then after changing it, and now we're having more stare downs, it can be the MFT. It's right there. Hope they don't mess this up, because the MFTs are like one of my favorite factions right now. Factions right now. Yeah, because, I don't know, but this faction is phenomenal. They should put them. They need a title. So yeah. Here are in the mid card side of the main roster, and we're gonna start off with Julia. So Julia was U.S. champion, and then in my last video, I thought it would be someone different, like Lyra Valkyria, just because. Santi Zap said it, in the mid card for the SmackDown side for the women's is kind of bad, and I feel like they should brought Lyra Valkyria, but they didn't. So that's where you got Chelsea Green dethroning Julia, which was really unexpected. I didn't expect this because of the roles. It was just so random, but I'm okay with it. But Santi Zap said it will be back to Julia, which I'm actually believing because she just became champion, and like it's like I don't know. Becky Lynch as Intercontinental Champion, and in my last video, in Santi Zap's last video, and his current video, we all said AJ Lee. Well, we both said AJ Lee, and now we're going down on this because of we don't know where she is. But right now we're gonna leave this blank, and we'll go from there. Now let's go to the men's mid-card championships, which was being held by Sami Zayn in my last video, and I thought we were going to lose it. Santi Zap thought it would be Obafemi dethroning him, and I said Obafemi, but I also said someone else, and here's who I said: Kevin Owens. And just because of the whole feud that they're always telling, because they're like frenemies. This is like what it is. But right now, it was someone else, Ilya Dragunov, and it was very unexpected because of like the roles, and when he came back, and I thought he was going to be on Raw instead to finish a program with the Judgment Day, but I'm not mad at it. So with that being said, who's going to dethrone Ilya Dragunov? Santi Zap said it will be Carmelo Hayes, and I'm sticking with Carmelo Hayes only for a few reasons. Because I want it to be The Miz, but however, I don't want it to be The Miz. But right now it's going to be Carmelo Hayes, and to me, he's like the most underrated superstar right now. Because of he has done a lot in NXT, and he's not doing enough on the main roster. And I feel like that's like the biggest L that Triple H is doing, is that booking Carmelo Hayes the right way as a mid-card champion. Now let's go to Dirty Dominic Mysterio, and he is Triple H Mega Champion, and he's Intercontinental Champion. Now, in my last video, I said Rusev or Sheamus. And I was mostly leaning on to Sheamus because of or I don't know if I was supposed to put Rusev in there, but the reason why I said Sheamus is because of the whole Grand Slam thing. He needs to finish that. And now he was in a program with the Judgment Day, and I thought that we could get Sheamus versus Dom because of the heel factor that Dom has, the eager that and Sheamus is still eager to become Intercontinental Champion. And I don't know if we're gonna touch on the Judgment Day and Sheamus again, but if we see it next week, that's where I'm gonna be like, do I see it? But here's what: do you know who Santi Zap said? Here it is: John Cena. Okay, here's the thing: I want it to be John Cena, but however, it can also go to Sheamus. So really, I'm okay with Sheamus or John Cena. I will not be mad if one of them wins it. Let's talk about La Primera as World Women's Champion on the Raw side. Now we're in the main events. So, right now she's World Women's Champion, and without no explanation with my last video, because in my last video I said will be Liv Morgan. There is no explanation to this. I already explained it in my last video, and y'all know if it makes sense if y'all are some wrestling fans. So, with that being said, let's just move on and we'll go from there. Tiffany Stratton was holding that WWE Women's Championship for about 200 days. And I thought she was going to pass that 365 days, right? Mark. But to be honest, we don't need a long title reign, so I'm kind of happy that she lost it to a heel Jade Cargill, who I predicted who will dethrone Tiffany Stratton. But at that time, she wasn't even But at that time, she was a face. Now she's a heel, and that kind of threw me off a little bit, only because of a few things. One, I thought she was gonna win it as a face. Two, I really liked the heel Jade Cargill, but it was still out of nowhere. So, and now it was kind of more predictable that Tiffany Stratton will lose it to Jade Cargill. Now, who is she going to lose it to? After looking at the landscape of the SmackDown main event side, it is really hard for me to say like if it can be Charlotte Flair, it could be Nia Jax, if it's Alexa Bliss. But one person has not returned yet, and we are going to say that Santi Zap, and which is his opinion and my opinion, and we've thought of it at the same time while I was watching his video, Bianca Belair. And you already know, like, this is a dream match. There were former tag teams, but now after thinking about it, I don't know how Bianca will contribute with her role. Will she be a face or will she be a heel with Jade Cargill? Probably a face. So I'm not trying to make y'all confused or make myself confused. So yeah, it'll be Bianca. Seth Rollins, we're in the men's main events. Now, Seth Rollins was World Heavyweight Champion, and I thought he was going to lose it to Roman Reigns or CM Punk. Now here's why I say was. He didn't lose it to neither of them. He relinquished after being kicked out of the Vision, and he also has a shoulder injury. So yeah. Now it's vacated, and I kind of predicted this. CM Punk won the World Heavyweight Championship, and now who is it going to be to dethrone him? So Santi Zap said it will be Braun Breaker, and I'm saying Braun Breaker at this point because we haven't gotten to the groove of CM Punk's title reign yet. So Braun Breaker. Cody Rhodes as WWE Undisputed Champion, and right now he is in a feud with Drew McIntyre, and that was Santi Zap's opinion. He said it could be Drew McIntyre or Randy Orton. He said it would be either of these two. He would not be mad. But I have one person which is out of the category for, well, kind of the same, because my prediction basically wrestled these guys, former world champions and everything. But here's the thing. I believe it can be Drew McIntyre. I kind of want it to be Drew McIntyre, even though I don't like him. I feel like we just need a change for Cody, for a championship change right now from Cody. But right now, I don't think it will be Randy Orton because he's old, and I feel like we could go into a different direction of a Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes feud. But anyway, without further ado, let's just say who I'm going to say. In my last video, I said it will be Gunther, and y'all already know if y'all watched my last video, and yeah, there's really no explanation. Like, he's been out for months, and him becoming WWE champion already will be great for him. Okay, y'all. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys leave appropriate comments down below. Give this video a like, subscribe to Multiverse Lovers, ring the bell for notifications, and I'll see you guys next time with another video. Bye.